What's going on out there in YouTube land? It's your guy Q, the movie collector here again, back with another video review. And on today's video, we've got a 2001 classic. I don't even want to call it a classic. Um, it's just I want to say probably a rando. I know that's wrong for me to actually call it that. But this film, in my opinion, is riding on the coattails of 2000's hit of X-Men featuring Hugh Jackman and Halle Berry. Well, lo and behold, whole year later, they release by Warner Brothers. They release I guess you could call it kind of like a hacker heist type of ordeal. And the name of that movie is Swordfish. Now, Swordfish has got got a good cast in it. You've got Halle Berry, you got Hugh Jackman, you got John Travolta, you've got Don Cheadle, um, and there's a few other people in there you may recognize that I don't remember their names too. One guy in particular, he's always played like kind of like a hitman, if you will, like a silent hitman or whatnot. But he actually talks a lot more in this movie than he's done in any of the other movies. And the movie is directed by Dominic Sena, the same guy who directed California with Brad Pitt and Juliette Lewis back in the early '90s, and he also directed Gone in 60 Seconds, the remake that had Nick Cage and Angelina Jolie in it. Which, if you remember seeing that film and you watch this film, you can see visually there's a lot of huge similarities between the two films. The color tones, the action set pieces, they look very similar. But Swordfish, let's talk about Swordfish. So Swordfish follows Hugh Jackman's character, who's an ex security hacker, and he's down his luck. He's lost his daughter to the baby mama, and he gets approached by Halle Berry, who's working for John Travolta's character, and she offers him an opportunity to make some money while also being able to get his daughter back. So then he goes along with the plan. He meets up with John Travolta's character, and he puts him through some pretty fast-paced, stressful situation to kind of give him initiation. Let's just say he's put in a position that's that's awkward, but at the same time, he's also got a gun to his head. He's got a time limit to the hack, I guess, the FBI system. And he ends up doing it. So he gets hired on to become John Travolta's main hacker. But the movie has it's got a very good fast paced action set pieces in it. Don Cheadle, I said John, Don Cheadle. He plays as in an FBI agent that's trying to figure out what's going on. His main witness that's a lead to this bigger finding he's trying to figure out. He gets killed under his care, and he ends up seeing Hugh Jackman's character out in the open, wondering what he's doing in the area while he's back in a city where he's not supposed to be at. And the movie just takes off from there. Now, one thing I will say, and I know a lot of people have probably reviewed this film already. One thing I'll honestly say when it comes to the CGI effects, now, granted, to today's standards, they are kind of dated. They still look good. They look great. Some of them look very dated than others, but you know what? You just got to put yourself in that time period of watching those style of action films. To know pretty much what to expect. But there was a lot of CGI in the movie, but there was also a lot of practical effects as well. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I remember seeing it a long time ago, which everyone knows this film also for being the infamous Halle Berry boob film. It was the first film that, you know, she shows her boobs off. But that's what this is really known for. Okay, I'll just say that. But other than that, if you can just get past just watching for that one particular scene, because this is literally only a few seconds, but it's a pretty decent action film. It's very stylish. There's a lot of great effects in it, and I'll get to the sound here later. But this film has come to us courtesy of Arrow with their unique relationship they've been having with Warner Brothers. So this is pretty much what the packaging looks like. You've got the front here, then you've got the back, and there's the features. If you guys want to pause it to look to see what all it has on it, which I will honestly say, in my honest opinion, I'm really happy that they've started putting the theatrical poster now as their slip covers now, which prior before they've been doing things such as, let me see here, let me grab one here off the shelf. Oh, here's one here. I was going to pull off a chunky box, but here's one here. Long Kiss Goodnight. For example, they'll use a commissioned artwork for their releases in the past, but I mean, lately, spoiler alert, and I'll show you another one. Let me see if this, no, that's not it. This is it here. But lately, they've been doing the theatrical, spoiler alert. This is for upcoming review. Stay tuned. They've been doing a lot of the theatrical posters as a slipcover, and I've been really enjoying that. When I unpackaged this, they did also have the theatrical here as the cover art, but I went and swapped around the art just so to have the commission, because I like having a little bit of both. I don't know about you guys, but that's just me. They do also give you a booklet. As you can see here, you got a booklet. You got some nice little essays and pictures and things inside of it. And they also give you poster, which I'm not gonna unfold it. I'm just not gonna do that. Which, to all the people out there that are fans of the art cards, they don't give you that in this. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm actually thrilled that they do not give us the poster. I mean, the art cards. I've said it countless times before. I just don't care for them, honestly. But the film, I mean, this disc is a 4K UHD. You get Dolby Vision HDR as well as HDR10 on here as well. The audio, you do get a 5.1, was this 5.1 DTS master audio as well. And let's see here. And then you got special features. So they've got two brand new special features on here. They've got Soundtrack Hacker, which is a brand new interview with composer Paul Oakenfold, which that was a pretty good one. They interviewed a guy. He talks about how he, as a kid, his dad used to take him to the theater and watch movies and things. And then when he got older, he got into doing a lot of music. One of his biggest accomplishments was doing the soundtrack for Big Brother, the UK version of Big Brother, where he said he basically produced a hit off its theme song. And then what was the other one he said he did? There was something else he said he did. But then he got brought on to do this film. And then there you got How to Design a Tech Heist, which is a brand new interview with production designer Jeff Mann. I didn't watch that one. I'll admit I didn't watch that one. Mainly because, in my mind, I got thinking, I'm not really interested in watching it, but only because I know some of the CGI in this film was pretty dated, but that's on me. I didn't watch it. But a lot of the other stuff they added on was a lot of the stuff from the past releases. So you get all of the special features from the past releases, including the HBO First Look, Swordfish, a promotional behind-the-scenes featurette, Effects and Focus, The Flying Bus, promotional featurette detailing how the film's iconic climatic scene was created, Planet Rock Club Reel, a music video by the film's co-composer, Paul Oakenfold, And then you got a promotional featurette with interviews from cast and crew members, including Hugh Jackman, John Travolta, Halle Berry, Don Cheadle, and Sam Shepard, and director Dominic Sena and producer Joel Silver. Man, Joel Silver, he's had his name in so much stuff. Um, I'm not gonna say I wasn't shocked to not see he was involved in this film because Joel Silver, he does a lot of action stuff. So but yeah, I mean, it's loaded down with special features. If you want to learn more about the film and how it was made, it's all here on the disc. And like I said, whether it's got new or old special features on there, I'm happy about it because it's there if you want to see it. It's better than not having anything. You know what I mean? But for anyone out there that loves audio commentaries, there's also an audio commentary by by director Dominic Sena that's also in here. So that's the special features. Let's talk about the transfer. Now, I don't know what kind of magic that they pulled off, but I'm not surprised whatsoever, given the fact it is a Warner Brothers film. Warner Brothers to me is tied with Sony as far as their transfers. Now, granted, let me see. I'm looking at the book. I want to say I think Arrow themselves handled this. Let's see. Did Arrow do this? Yeah, Swordfish has been restored by Arrow Films and is presented in its original aspect ratio of 2.39 by 1. So yeah, Arrow did this, but I will go on to say this. I mean, Warner Bros. Had to have some kind of helping hand with this because I'll tell you something. The Warner Brother titles this year, even by just Warner Brothers themselves, their 4Ks have been phenomenal. I just did the review for Lethal Weapon. That looked incredible. So, regardless if Warner Brothers had their hands in on this or Arrow themselves did it, this transfer looked fantastic. I mean, Dominic Sena's way of directing, his stuff looks very stylistic. I can't explain it. I mean, if you can picture yourself remembering how great Gone in 60 Seconds looked, this looks just as good. The colors, even some of the highlights it was showed where the sun is like behind Hugh Jackman's head and Halle Berry's. You can see the sun just radiating highlights off their hair, and it looks so good. It looks really good, almost giving off like a. And I know this is gonna sound funny, but like a 3D effect. But it looked fantastic. I watched it with the Dolby Vision HDR and it looked incredible. And like I said, even though some of the CGI looked dated, the practical effects looked great with this transfer as well. Man, this year has been filled with a lot of great transfers. I don't know what to tell you guys, but I'm not gonna say this is one of the greats of the year, but it's up there as far as top 15. It looks really good. I highly recommend if you're someone that's into some good action, decent story, with a great transfer, pick this up. The audio too. The audio that DTS Master 5.1 audio. It sounded incredible. You know, my system has the DTX upmix for DTS tracks, and the scene where they're taking the bus up into the air and the helicopter's going up, I can hear the blades of the helicopter right above my head. It sounded great. So, like I said, if you look for a great action flick, this is it. This is definitely it for you. Now, I will say, I don't want to say it's cheesy action. It's pretty good entertaining action. And like I said, I recommend this for everybody that's into stuff like this. Or if you're a fan of this film, definitely pick this up. This is the definitive way to watch this film. Well, that does it for me today. If you guys love the review, like I said, as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe below. I want to hear your thoughts below. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.